Urban legends. They are the stories we hear late at night, the tales whispered around campfires, and the myths passed down through generations. These narratives often blur the line between fiction and reality, leaving us questioning what is real and what is mere imagination. One such legend that has captivated the internet and seeped into the real world is the story of the Slender Man. Originating from the online forums of creepypasta, Slender Man is depicted as a tall, faceless figure, clad in a black suit. His eerie presence and the tales of his malevolent actions have sparked a mixture of fascination and fear. But what happens when these urban legends cross the boundary from harmless fiction into the realm of reality? How can a story born from pixels and imagination lead to real-world consequences? In this video, we will explore the dark intersection between myth and reality, beginning with the chilling case of the Slender Man stabbing. To understand how urban legends like Slender Man can have such a profound impact, we need to go back to the beginning. The Slender Man was born in 2009 on an internet forum called Something Awful. It started as a simple photo manipulation contest, where users were asked to create paranormal images. One user, Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Surge, submitted 2 black and white photos of children with a tall, faceless figure lurking in the background. He called this figure Slender Man. The imagery was eerie and captivating, but it was the accompanying captions that truly brought Slender Man to life. These captions told stories of children disappearing and unsettling encounters, sparking the imagination of internet users everywhere. From these humble beginnings, Slender Man evolved through fan fiction, artwork, and videos, becoming a viral phenomenon that transcended its original context. What makes Slender Man particularly fascinating is his psychological appeal, especially to impressionable minds. His facelessness allows people to project their own fears onto him, making him a blank canvas for terror. Additionally, the collaborative nature of his story, constantly being added to and reshaped by online communities, creates a sense of shared reality. For some, this shared reality can become all too real. As we delve deeper into the Slender Man stabbing case, it's crucial to remember how a fictional character, born from pixels and imagination, can evolve into something that feels almost tangible. The lines between myth and reality blur, and the consequences can be terrifyingly real. To truly grasp the horror of the Slender Man stabbing, we need to understand the girls behind the crime, Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weier. Both were just 12 years old at the time, living in the seemingly quiet town of Waukesha, Wisconsin. They were close friends, often spending time together discussing their shared interests and, increasingly, their obsession with Slender Man. Morgan, described by her peers as bright but peculiar, found a kindred spirit in Anissa. Anissa, who struggled with loneliness and fitting in, was drawn to Morgan's imaginative world. Together, they delved deeper into the dark corners of the internet, where Slender Man lurked. As their fascination grew, so did their belief in Slender Man's existence. They convinced themselves that he was not just a story, but a real entity who could harm their families if they didn't prove their loyalty. Their mental state deteriorated, consumed by fear and delusion. Morgan, later diagnosed with early-onset schizophrenia, struggled to differentiate between fantasy and reality. Anissa, susceptible to suggestion and desperate for acceptance, followed Morgan's lead. Their plan to sacrifice their friend Peyton Leutner was born from this toxic mix of fear, mental illness, and a desperate need to belong. They believed that by committing this heinous act, they would become Slender Man's proxies and protect their loved ones from his wrath. Understanding the backgrounds and mental states of Morgan and Anissa is crucial to comprehending how a fictional character could drive 2 young girls to such a dark place. It is a stark reminder of the power of belief and the thin line between myth and reality. On the fateful day of May 31st, 2014, the lines between childhood innocence and unimaginable horror blurred in the woods of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weier, driven by their delusion, orchestrated a plan that would forever change their lives and those around them. They lured their unsuspecting friend, Peyton Leutner, into the woods under the guise of playing hide-and-seek. What followed was a chilling act of violence. Morgan, armed with a kitchen knife, and Anissa, acting as lookout, attacked Peyton, stabbing her 19 times. The location, a secluded spot in the forest, became the stage for their macabre ritual, meant to appease the fictional Slender Man. As the knife struck, Peyton's will to survive ignited. Despite her severe injuries, she managed to crawl through the dense underbrush, her life hanging by a thread. Bleeding and in excruciating pain, she reached a nearby road where a passing cyclist discovered her and called for help. Her incredible strength and determination saved her life, transforming a tale of horror into one of survival. Peyton's survival was nothing short of a miracle. The surgeons worked tirelessly to repair the damage, and against all odds, she pulled through. Her story is a testament to human resilience and the will to live, even in the face of overwhelming darkness. What happened in those woods serves as a stark reminder of the dangerous power of belief and the influence of urban legends. It's a haunting example of how fiction can bleed into reality with devastating consequences. Following the horrific events in the woods, the aftermath unfolded swiftly. Within hours of the attack, Morgan Geyser and Anissa Wire were found walking along Interstate 94, still clutching the knife used in the stabbing. Their arrest was as chilling as the crime itself, as the girls calmly explained their motive to the police, revealing their belief in Slender Man. The subsequent trials were a complex and emotionally charged ordeal. Both girls were charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. The court's decision to try them as adults shocked many, but it underscored the severity of their actions. Morgan Geyser was diagnosed with early-onset schizophrenia, a revelation that added layers of complexity to the case. Her mental health condition became a focal point, influencing the court's decision and the public's perception of her culpability. Anissa Wire, on the other hand, was portrayed as a follower, heavily influenced by Morgan and the Slender Man mythos. Despite this, she too faced severe consequences. Both girls were sentenced to long-term mental health institutions rather than prison, an outcome reflecting the intricate interplay of mental health issues and criminal justice. The trials highlighted the dark implications of untreated mental illness and the profound impact of urban legends on vulnerable minds. They serve as a sobering reminder of the need for mental health awareness and the potential dangers lurking in the digital age. The story of Morgan and Anissa is not just a tale of horror, it's a complex narrative of belief, influence, and psychological struggle. As we reflect on the aftermath, let it remind us of the importance of vigilance in both digital and mental health landscapes. The Slender Man stabbing remains a haunting example of how fiction can tragically become reality. The Slender Man stabbing didn't just impact the lives of those directly involved, it sent shockwaves across the globe. As news of the case spread, it became a worldwide sensation, igniting a fierce debate about the influence of urban legends and internet culture on young minds. The chilling details of Morgan Geyser and Anissa Wire's belief in Slender Man and their brutal attack on Peyton Leutner caused widespread fear and concern among parents, educators, and mental health professionals. Media outlets extensively covered the story, often sensationalizing the horror and feeding into a growing moral panic. Headlines screamed about the dangers lurking online, warning parents to monitor their children's internet use more closely. The Slender Man myth, once a fictional character born from the depths of internet forums, was now a symbol of the potential real-world consequences of digital folklore. Experts weighed in, discussing how easily impressionable young minds could be manipulated by the stories they consumed online. The case highlighted a broader issue, the power of online myths to influence behavior, and the urgent need for digital literacy and mental health awareness. As we reflect on the broader implications of this case, we must recognize the delicate balance between fostering creativity and ensuring the safety and well-being of vulnerable individuals. The Slender Man stabbing serves as a grim reminder of the potential dangers when fiction blurs the lines of reality. Let it prompt us to remain vigilant and informed in the ever-evolving digital landscape. While the tale of the Slender Man stabbing is a dark chapter in the annals of urban legends, it is also a story of incredible resilience and survival. Peyton Leutner, the victim of this harrowing attack, has become a beacon of hope and strength for many. After being stabbed 19 times and left for dead in the woods, Peyton's sheer will to live enabled her to crawl to a nearby road, where she was discovered by a passing cyclist. Her physical recovery was arduous, involving multiple surgeries and a long hospital stay. But Peyton's journey didn't end there. It was just the beginning. Emotionally and mentally, Peyton faced significant challenges. The trauma of being betrayed by her close friends and enduring a near-fatal attack could have left her paralyzed with fear. Instead, Peyton chose to confront her past head-on. Through therapy, support from her family, and her own inner strength, she began to heal. Today, Peyton Leutner stands as a testament to the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity. She has moved forward with her life, focusing on her education and personal growth. By sharing her story, Peyton has inspired countless others who have faced their own trials. Her message is clear. No matter how dark the times may seem, there is always a path to recovery and a brighter future. Peyton's resilience serves as a powerful reminder that even in the face of unimaginable horror, the will to survive and thrive can prevail. Her story encourages us all to find strength in our struggles and hope in our darkest hours. As we reflect on Peyton Leutner's tale of survival, let us be inspired by her courage and determination. Her journey is not just a story of survival, but a lesson in the power of the human spirit to rise above and inspire others. The Slender Man stabbing left an indelible mark not just on those directly involved, but also on the broader landscape of internet culture and societal perceptions. This case became a poignant example of how digital myths can transcend the screen and manifest in real life, often with devastating consequences. The long-term impact of this case on internet culture is profound. It forced many to reconsider the boundary between fiction and reality, especially in the digital age where lines are often blurred. The Slender Man myth, once a creepypasta story shared for entertainment, became a cautionary tale about the power of online narratives to influence young minds. It highlighted the need for critical thinking and digital literacy, particularly among the youth who are most susceptible to such myths. In the wake of the attack, there has been a noticeable shift in how society views the influence of the internet on young people. Parents, educators, and policymakers have become more vigilant about the content that children are exposed to online. Discussions around internet safety, digital responsibility, and the psychological impact of online content have gained traction. The incident has served as a catalyst for deeper conversations about how to protect young minds in an increasingly digital world. Moreover, the case has brought mental health into sharper focus. The trials of Morgan Geyser and Anissa Weier underscored the importance of understanding and addressing mental health issues, particularly in adolescence. It shed light on the complexities of juvenile mental health and the need for early intervention and support. The public's increased awareness has led to more resources being allocated towards mental health services and a push for better mental health education in schools. The Slender Man stabbing also changed the way urban legends are perceived. No longer just harmless stories told for a thrill, they are now seen as potential triggers for real-world actions. This shift has prompted a re-evaluation of how such stories are created, shared, and consumed, emphasizing the need for responsible storytelling. In summary, the legacy of the Slender Man stabbing is multifaceted. It has sparked important conversations about the internet's role in shaping young minds, the critical need for mental health awareness, and the real-life impact of urban legends. As we navigate the digital age, this case serves as a stark reminder of the power of stories and the importance of guiding the next generation with wisdom and care. The Slender Man stabbing stands as a harrowing reminder of the dangers that arise when the line between fiction and reality is blurred. It serves as a cautionary tale about the immense power of myth and belief, especially in the digital age where stories can spread like wildfire and take on a life of their own. The case underscores the importance of fostering critical thinking and digital literacy among young people, ensuring they can navigate the vast sea of online content with discernment and caution. As we reflect on this tragic event, it's clear that the Slender Man stabbing is more than just a chilling story. It's a wake-up call for all of us. It reminds us that the stories we tell and consume have real-world consequences, and that we must approach them with both respect and responsibility. Let us learn from this incident and strive to create a safer, more informed digital world for future generations. Stay skeptical, stay safe, and remember the power of stories to shape our reality.